Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2 3. 1 2 3.
Okay, welcome to Park Halton for this Padalahan Cup final between Meath and Down. Down has travelled down to Park Halton this morning for this game. On camera today we have Larry McEntee. On text we have Colin O'Mailod from Ashbourne, Dunamore Ashbourne, and Rory Dowling from the Trim Club, and myself, John Andrews, from the Trim Club. Just a few people we have to thank: JLD Scaffolding, who provide the scaffolding for us, the tower, and also Ideal Bathrooms, who sponsor the Meath TV. Also like to thank Ruth Chambers for all her help during the week. She PRO the minor board and has done a fabulous job both in hurling and football this weekend and every weekend since we started. The teams will line out as follows. I'll hand you over to Rory.
Good afternoon, thanks John. Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to Port Halton as we come to the end of a dark and dreary year for the whole lot of us. It's great to have the young hurlers here from Meath and Down with a chance to shine brightly here on a fine afternoon in Port Halton. On the screen there you'll see the teams. There are a couple of changes, one change to each team, so I'll just quickly run through the teams. I'll start with the visitors. Down. In goals, number 1 Pierce Smith. The full back line, James Higgins, Deglon Mallon and Nathan Kelly. The half back line, Finn Turpin, Kieran Savage, Fionn McFall. In midfield for Down, Ryan O'Neill wearing 8 and number 9 is James Duggan. The half forward line, Michael Dorian, centre forward number 11, and the captain of the Down team, Tom McGrattan. And there's a change here on the Down team. Number 17, Jarlath McCullum, replaces number 12, Rory Corcoran. And the full forward line for Down, Francis Caldwell wearing 13, 14 James Clark and 15 Oisin Coulter. The Meath team then starts as follows. There's one change to the Meath team, to the team that lined out the start of the semi-final last week. So the team for Meath is in goals, number 1 Jack Fagan. The full back line, 2 Robert Dennis, 3 Harry Cottrell, 4 Evan Cole. The Meath half back line, number 5 Peter Connolly, 6 Justin Coyne, and the number 7 is be worn by Chris O'Gorman from Climax, who takes the place of Paddy Barnwell, who picked up a dead leg injury, you might remember, last week just before half time in the semi-final against Wicklow, and just hasn't managed to recover despite intensive physio all week. Midfield for Meath, wearing number 8 Joey Cole, number 9 Owen Grehan. The half forward line, 10 Ryan Bias, number 11 Jack Marr and 12 Sean Donnelly. The inside forwards, 13 Rory Fagan, 14 Josh Harris and 15 Simon Cunningham. So we're nearly ready to go. Westmeath referee in the middle of the field. The teams are just in their huddles, just ready to go. John, looking forward to this game. We enjoyed the trip to Ockram last week, and the Meath were very good all over the field. Really, it was a well balanced display. Yeah, look, Meath played very well last Sunday. They ran out easy winners in the last 10 minutes of the game. Excellent displays from centre back Justin Coyne, Josh Harris at full forward, Jack Maher, who plays for Dafina in Dublin, but I'm reliably told he's an Ashbourne man, and his dad still plays in goals with Dunamore Ashbourne in hurling, so he's a Meath man if anyone has any doubts about it. We don't know much about Down, and just looking at their team, a couple of names that jump off the page is Kieran Savage at number 6. The Savage name is synonymous with Down hurling throughout the years. I have played against a number of men from the Portaferry Club that were with that name of Savage. Also another name, James Clark, sticks out as well. There was a James Clark that used to play in goals with Down as well. We don't know much about them, but look, we'll have to hope that Meath produce a good performance, and they'll have to, because I've never seen a bad Down team taking a hurling field, and they're always very strong, you know. They are, and I had to just look at them there in the warm up. They look quite big. They're quite a couple of big men here. The number 13 here making his way down here in front of us. John, he's a fine looking Francis Caldwell, and he actually, believe it or not, first time I'd ever come across it, he scored 4 goals last week in the match against Louth, but remarkably he scored the 4 goals in 6 minutes. So I'd never come across that before, that stat. Well, the teams are just lining up here for our Ron Naveen.
actually arrived are on the wing.
So we're almost ready to go here. The team's lining up. Meath seem to be playing with the wind in the first half. The wind seems to be blowing into the O'Mahony's end. The sun there may cause a bit of a problem for the down backs, the down goalkeeper. Low sun here this time of the year. But the pitch, John, looks in fantastic condition.
Yeah, it's in great condition for the time of the year and has got a lot of games since July. Yeah, no excuses here today. Meath playing with the wind as usual into the O'Mahony's end.
Referee just checking his watch here to get the game ready, and we're away. And it's young Owen Graham wins the ball early. He's forced back towards his own goal. Plays the ball obviously after a good block in there from James Duggan. And Down have the ball there. Michael Dorian plays the ball inside into the forwards, and it's cleared. Joey Cole coming onto it, but he's beaten to it. The ball was quick pull there. Ball worked inside towards Francis Caldwell. I beg your pardon. Moving in. Robert Ennis going back. It's the wrong side of his man. That's a great pick there. And it's a dangerous looking ball across the goals. Jack Fagan under pressure early on. Manages to clear his lines, but the ball is still in around the goals there off the left hand side, and it's an early start, an early point, and a good start there from Down, John.
Yeah, great start, a magnificent pick up. The score came from number 15, Oisin Coulter, another name synonymous with Down hurling. A great pick up by the full forward. He snapped it, clipped it off the ground into his hand, and Jack Fagan fumbled, but they got a point off it.
Long puck out down here. The ball breaks towards inside the 45-yard line. The Meath lads fighting there for the ball, and it's picked up Ryan Bias, who had a good game. He tried to get his hand pass away, but he's blocked. Down man with heavy strapping on his leg in there fighting for the ball. Bit of a scrum here early on. Referee happy to let the game continue. Ryan again does very well under pressure, gets the puck, gets the pick, gets the ball out to Jack Marr. Very tigerish defending there, Down lads, and the ball is cleared in there. Peter Connolly misses it, and it's the number 10 Michael Dorian who started this game well, plays another dangerous ball in around the goals. James Clark, full forward, picks the ball up, takes on Harry Cottrell. Harry holds him up, the referee judges a foul, and it's going to be a free in. I just noticed James Clark, who started 14 there for Down, he wasn't even in the 24 last week, so he must be maybe coming back from an injury or something. He's straight into the team this week.
Yeah, he looks very sharp hurler. Harry Cottrell will have to get out in front when the ball is up the field, and you can't play a man like him from behind. Just looking at the full back line, they were all behind the man going for the ball there. You need to assert yourself on your player and get out in front.
And Tom McGrattan, the Down captain, slots over the free. He scored 12 points last week in their semi-final win over Louth, so he's one to be watched. So it's 2 points to no score early on here in the second minute here in Páirc Tailteann. Long puck out straight down the middle of the field. It's going all the way over the half forward line, but it's swept up there by the Nathan Kelly for Down. Clears the ball towards the middle of the field here. Down working the ball well early on here. Joey Cole in does well, dispossesses his man. Ryan Bias picks up the loose ball, takes the shot, and a good score there from Ryan Bias. And I think Meath certainly needed that to settle down, John.
Yeah, Ryan Bice is very sharp in the second half last Sunday. He's continued in that frame there today. Yeah, a good point with the wind.
Puck out down towards this near side of the pitch. Justin Coyne comes over, stumbles, and the ball is broken inside. Robert Ennis there scrapping for the ball. He's his hands full early on. Justin Coyne decides just to clear the ball out of the danger zone, but it's going over the line. It's going to be a sideline ball here on the stand side for Down. I always had a soft spot, John, for the down colours. They're the colours of my school in secondary school up in Dublin, Chanel College and Coolock, the same colours.
Get rid of that soft spot now straight away. Great cut.
Great ball in. Is it going to go wide? Is it going to stay in? No, it's held up in the wind and stays up. And it's Chris O'Gorman under a bit of pressure, clears the ball. Long ball down here into Rory Fagan coming out here trying to get on the ball for Meath. Does well, Rory, but he's blocked down again. That's a couple of blocks early on the Down. Down certainly seemed to be up for this, John.
Yeah, look, Down are always up for a game. They'll be gritting their teeth from the start, especially when they're coming down south to play a team. There's a man here sitting beside me, Colin Manella, that would have played against Down many a time, and they always start out in the blocks and let you know that they're here, and it's the same vein today.
Nice cut down, but Rory Fagan was in behind his man, but his man doesn't manage to clear the ball. Joey turns, plays the ball back. And Meath are working the ball through the hand here, but they're going backwards. Justin, just over Justin's head. Ryan Bias can't get to it. The ball is picked up here on the near side. Down. Ryan putting his man under pressure, and it's the number 4, Nathan Kelly, who's got a couple of balls early on here for Down. It's a good ball played in here. Harry Cottrell comes out in front of his man this time, but he misses his pick. And James Clark does very, very well on another fantastic pick. Well, this time he just missed it. He might have got a free in there, but Harry in there battling hard. James Clark in there. That's going to be a good battle, I feel, for the rest of the afternoon. Harry looks like he was fouled, but the ball gets cleared anyway, and it's Owen Grehan in the middle of the field. Doesn't get a great strike on it, but it gets it away. Goes through Jack Marr, and Down clear the line quickly. This misjudged there, but there's cover, and the ball is played along this near side here. Jack Marr works the ball behind his man, tries to get the pick, but he's under serious pressure. He's lost his stick, Jack. He's chasing now with no stick. He's at a disadvantage, and the ball is cleared here. It's the number 7, Fionn McFall, clears his lines. And Justin Coyne. Oh, the referee, yeah, he got fouled. I thought the referee might have given him an advantage there, but he decided to call it back. I suppose with the breeze, Meath will be happy to get the free.
Yeah, look, he a man slapped across the hand. He could have played advantage, but it's a free, and Joey Cole is very good from this angle. Look, this is shaping up to be a very competitive game of hurling. They're going for it hard, so let's hope they have the fitness to continue like this.
Joey steadies himself right in front of our commentary position here. He's about 63, 64 metres out. That's a good strike, and it's straight over. Yeah, and Joey started it in the same vein that he finished off last week. So with nearly 6 minutes gone here in Páirc Tailteann, and it's 2 points apiece. Pierce Smith, that's a good puck out against the breeze. Makes it into the half. Owen Grehan just bats it down. A bit of a sandwich going on there, but the Down man holds onto the ball. Looked like he was fouled to me, but the linesman has his flag raised, and it's going to be a line ball to Meath, sideline ball over the far side. As with last week, we have a certain small number of parents are allowed to attend the game, so you'll hear the shouts of encouragement coming from the stand for both sets of players. Meath forwards trying to make some ground here and get some space, but the cut wasn't as good that time, and the ball's half cleared. It's played across the ground here. The referee steps out of the way, lets the lads go at it, and it's picked again. It's Nathan Kelly again. I think he's sweeping up, picked a lot of ball early on, the number 4 there for Down. Started the ball lively. James Duggan plays a long ball in. Certainly he's definitely the danger man, James Clark in there. Every ball seems to be heading towards him. He's won the ball again, playing from a very tricky angle. Dangerous ball.
Well blocked.
That was Robert Ennis, I think, there, blocking the ball in the air for Meath. Lovely catch in the middle of the field. That's Owen Grehan. Owen Grehan had a great game last week as well. Plays a lovely ball in here. Simon Cunningham in there battling for Meath, but the cornerback comes out. Josh does well. Josh Harris is under a bit of pressure here. That's Jarlath McCullum there for Down. That's another block. That's the 3rd block in the early stages here for the Down lads. And a strong play here along this. Yeah. Good play. I'm not sure the Daglon Mallon for Down came out strong there. He shipped a couple of hits on the way out, and the referee judged it a free. I didn't think so myself.
Referee called it, you see that, but there was a fantastic catch there from Owen Grehan in the middle of the field into Josh. Josh got up, took on his man, got blocked. It was brilliant defence by the Down team there, Down backs.
Pierce Smith, the Down goalkeeper, with the free into the middle of the field. Joey just misses it, and it's picked up here. Down playing a nice ball in, but the Meath man is out in front, does well, clears his line down towards Ryan Bias. Ryan under a bit of pressure, and the referee judged that to be felt correctly that time. I think Fionn McFall came in there Just with a bit of a swipe there.
Yeah, number 7 fouled him and he gave it the free. Like, Ryan is shaking his fist at him here now. We should desist from that kind of carry on and just go ahead and play the hurling. The referee called it as it is, and it was a free, and hopefully Joey called and put it over.
Joey this time is between the 265s. He's just trying to slither here as he places it down. Picks a blade of grass up there to try and judge the wind. Tricky one, far out on the sideline. Steadies himself, goes through his usual routine. Fine looking ball. Hit the post, drops down, dangerous ball here. It's well read by Kieran Savage. He was alert there, cleared his lines. Ball down to the middle of the field again. They go at it here again. Chris O'Gorman trying to get a stick in there. Owen Grehan trying to get a stick in, and Sean Donnelly chasing back as well, but the down lads managed to clear the ball inside into their forwards. Another ball in towards the danger man, James Clark. He's out in front of Harry. Harry's one of his hands full today. He does well. He plays the ball back to a man in a better position, and they work the ball right the way back here to Fionn McFall. And that's a sensational block. That was Ryan Bias sliding in there bravely, but the ball is broke again. Down aren't panicking. Another block there, but the ball has got in dangerous here. He gets inside. Jack has to come off his line. Does well. Jack did well. Very brave. Brave goalkeeping, just held it up long enough for his defence to get back and clear the lines. But Down have the ball again. Left-handed strike in the middle of the field in here. Robert Ennis coming out. Robert doing well. I'm not sure if Sarah got home. She was stuck in Warsaw Airport yesterday, I hear. Anyway, ball is down in the middle of the field. Caught into the forwards here again. Simon is behind his man. Tries to get out. The ball slides through on the turn. Simon goes, he needs a stick. Get a flick inside. And the ball is cleared out here now. Good defence. But it's Jack Marr. Jack picks the ball, plays it in here to Rory Fagan. But Rory gets out muscle. Deglon Mallam strong. He's done very, very well in full back there, the Down number 3. And Down, no panic, worked the ball out, cleared the lines. That ball was played to Nathan Kelly again and on to James Duggan. And they work the ball, and the ball is flicked back to James Duggan again. He cuts inside past 3 Meath men. He's still going. I don't think he can catch it in the stick again, John, can he? He's going, dangerous run. Yeah. Ham passes it on. And it's good defence there. Peter Connolly breaks the ball down for Meath, and that's Ryan Bias back there again. Ryan did well, and Ryan is getting involved a little bit of pushing and shoving off the ball again. As you say, he needs to just keep his head. Yeah,
that was a fantastic passage to hurling from both teams, and you know, I think we went a minute and a half without the referee have to get involved at all. Meath got regained possession, got the free, and now this is a chance for Meath. It'll probably drop in the square from us about 100 yards out.
Justin Coyne takes the ball, cross ball. Joey's in an acre space. He's timed to pick the ball, steady himself on the 45, takes the shot, and he's put it in, and he's put it over. That's another score for Joe. That's Joey's 3rd score.
Brilliant from Justin Coyne. Joey Cole had drifted out to the far terrace side. Justin Coyne found him, and a great point from play from Joey Cole.
Sorry, Joey's 2nd score, I beg your pardon. So it's 3 points to 2 in favour of Meath. 11.5 minutes gone in the first half. Down, come on the attack again. From the middle of the field, it's a long ball. That's a super score there from Tom McGrahan off his left-hand side against the breeze from 50 metres out and straight over the bar. Good score from Tom. Ties it up, 3 points apiece. James Fagan's puck out lands right down there in front of us. Ryan, there's a good battle here again. There's good battles all over the field. Ryan Bias and Fionn McFall fighting for the ball. Ryan, this time with a bit of fancy stick work, makes a bit of room for himself. Puts the ball straight up in the air. Gary Owen, the ball. Jack Marr fights for that ball there, but Down have the numbers, and the ball is cleared. But that was Rory Fagan, got a bit of a hook in. Ryan Bias plays the ball in, but this one is going to drift to the left-hand side and wide.
Yeah, look, a good patch to play again, and you know, I had to say it again. This is a hugely competitive game between two very even matched teams.
Puck out hanging a little bit in the breeze. The ball drops here, and it's Francis Caldwell goes in, and a strong pull there, both players. Fair play to both lads who went for the ball hard there, John.
Absolutely on the ball. The Duke Ellis would have enjoyed that one on the ground, pull hard and pulling the ball. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Both sets, both players there, happy to play the ball. Just get on with it. A couple of sticks broken, but that's what the game is all about. So here we are Down. The number 9, James Duggan, who seems to be playing almost in the half-back line here. He's dropped a little bit deep, but he's ready to take this sideline ball in front of us. Doesn't get a great connection on it. And Joey, who started lively here, gets the ball, but he gets hooked and the ball comes down this near side, but Ryan Bias can't keep it in, and it's gone over the line.
Yeah, I think it's a kind of a feature of this game that the blocking and hooking by both sets of players has been very good, you know. But there again, Joey planted the feet that time. He moved a couple of steps short in his hurl, and down to Ryan Bias, he probably wouldn't have got hooked. So you got to be on the in the county hurling, even at top class club hurling. You have to be on the move the whole time.
Joey again, the last couple of minutes the ball's been stuck to Joey's stick. This time he plays a lovely ball along the ground in front of us. Simon Cunningham goes one way, goes the other, gets Raya's man. He's coming in from the narrow angle, tries to play the ball across the goals, does it very well. Oh, Josh lost it in the sun, I think, but he gets a second bite of the cherry. It goes back out. Jack Mars there, steps inside his man, off his left hand side, has the shot, but it's going to go to the right, the left hand side and wide.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's the sun that obstructed Josh there, but it was a brilliant ball in from Rory Fagan, I think. Josh mishandled it the first time it went up in the sun and he lost it. A real chance of a goal there, just missed. Owen
Grehan underneath this high ball, but he bumps into two of his own men, and that opens the gates for Tom McGrattan to run through. There's an overlap here, the ball is worked on, they go for the goal, but it hits straight at Harry Cottrell, who stood strong and came out, clears his lines, and then he drops the ball under no real pressure. But Joey is there to help him, and Joey plays another lovely ball into the forwards. This time the 17 Jarlath McCullum for Down is out in front of his man, wins the ball, but it's turned over again. Simon Cunningham there battling, nobody really in helping him. Sean Donnelly gets the ball and knocks it back to Ryan Bias, and it's cleared up there by Fionn McFall. But they just can't clear the lines. As you say, John, there's hooking and blocking going on both sides. It's great stuff. Ball goes past Rory Fagan, and Down are there to tidy up and clear the lines. Oh, the ball's going over the line. The linesman is after judging that the Down number 2, James Higgins, stepped over the line. The referee hasn't noticed the linesman's flag yet and has allowed play to continue.
He said the linesman still has it up. It'll come back to a line ball from Meath here. We've only 6 points scored after 15 minutes. Both teams are 3 each, but the intensity and the passion from both players for the game has been outstanding. But I think Meath players, especially the last 3 or 4 times, have gone down with one hand to try and pick the ball. This is winter hurling. You got to go with your 2 hands, get low and get into your hand, and then do your stuff. You won't get up at this time of the year with one hand. It'll slip off it with the wet ball.
So Sean Donnelly, we're told, gets himself ready to hit the sideline ball. He's just inside the 45 on the near side. Plays a lovely ball, dangerous ball right across the goals into the sun, and it's pulled on. Rory Fagan pulled in the ball in the air. I'm not sure the keeper would have got to it, but the ball, lucky for Down's sake, just went to the right hand side, the left hand side as we look at the goalkeeper's right, and wide. So it's the water break, John, and as you say, 3 points apiece and a very competitive opening quarter.
Yeah, very competitive. A good game of hurling for this time of the year. Actually, a great game of hurling for this time of the year, or any time of the year. Larry, what do you think in the first 15 minutes?
Well, lads, we were down in Auckland last week, and down they're a different animal altogether from Wicklow. They're suffocating the Meath forwards as they're getting it in there. Lads trying to lift the ball, but they're not getting on it. They maybe have to do it on the second or third time of asking. The skill level up the Down lads up front, they're picking it first time, turning, moving it on. So, really, Meath are really in a battle last week. Terrific performance last week from Meath, especially from the midfield diamond of 6, 8, 9 and 11, but they're not getting the opportunities this time, lads, to set up the scores, and they're really in a tough battle here today, and it can be anybody's game, but Down are exceptionally quick and smart up front.
They are. It's a different level today compared to Wicklow.
Yeah.
And all due respect to Wicklow and Louth, I think both teams have stepped up, to a different level here. And as you said, Larry, the down forward are getting up first time, and I had said it in commentary there. You need to get down low and get that ball into your hand, 2 hands and stick, or it's not going to work. And at this level, if you try to go for the second time, it's gone. And Down have proved that.
Absolutely. You're not going to get a second chance. If you don't rise it first time, you're in trouble. But lads, a long way to go. There is the strong wind favouring Meath. I'd like to see them getting a few more scores on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. Just on that, we were discussing last night whether the water break is going to stay in vogue after when the county starts up in February, next February. Do you know that, Larry? Is it going to stay, the water break?
It'll stay as long as where we are next February. COVID, where are we next February? Nobody knows.
The game restarts with a puck out from Pierce Smith right over the far side of the field. Chris O'Gorman in there battling hard. Sean Donnelly back helping him out. These are the kind of 50-50 balls that Meath need to be winning, and they win this one, but it's a good stick in there by Ushkin Coulter, battling back there for Down. Down not panicking on the ball there. Nice passage to play there, and the ball shot but a little bit of a wild one, and it's picked up. That Justin Coyne as it plays the ball in. Jack Maher, and Jack with a long range effort, but that's the third wide on the road for Meath.
Yeah, that's three wides in a row for Meath, and you can be doing those scores with the wind. I just see Tony Riley from Boardsmill is watching in there. Cheers to you, Tubbs. How's things? This cup is in honour of a great Boardsmill man, Padder Laharn.
Chris Gorman battling for the puck out. There's 3 or 4 puck outs have landed down on his side of the field. Again, the referee keeping close eye on things there. Ryan Bias goes down low to try and get his ball, but the stick is in there again from Fionn McFall. Owen Grehan goes in hard for the ball. But there's 3 down men there. There's 3 down men on the break of every ball, and it's well clear there. Peter Donnelly does well, but they just cannot get. As Larry said, the down backs are suffocating this Meath centre, middle third of the field here, and they're battling hard, and the ball is pulled on the ground into the forwards, and again it's the 17, young McCullum comes out in front of his man. Josh in there trying to get a piece of it. Josh has kind of moved out to the wing, I think, for this quarter. Josh fouls his man. A little bit of frustration there for Josh. Hasn't got on a clean ball yet. I think he just kind of needless free there on his man.
Yeah, needless free from Josh. He should have worked harder and get repossess the ball. He has started quiet. Josh got the one ball fumbled it, but he is a good hurler. He'll take a chance if he gets a chance. This a free out by the down goalkeeper, Pierce Smith.
Yeah, Josh has moved out to the corner forward position, it looks like, in this quarter. But Pierce, with a long diagonal ball to the far side of the field. Justin Coyne does well, uses his body well, just shoves his man out of the way, makes a bit of space for himself, but not a sort of ball that the forward wants. He plays it into the young Fagan, does well, picks up the break, runs in, trying to make sure take her on, plays the ball inside here to Simon Cunningham. Simon gets the ball, can Josh get onto it? No, the down lads, that's Deglon. Mallon comes out strongly with the ball there. He's under pressure. Josh is working back. Josh just got the hand in over his shoulder, and the referees are rewarding a free out. But good full-back play there, John. You'd appreciate that.
Yeah, the number 3 for Down, Deglon Mallon, Porter Ferry Club, absolutely outstanding full-back for the first 20 minutes of this game. Meath forwards need to work harder rather than give away, a 70-yard puck now when they could have put pressure on, and continue what they were doing, the hooking and the blocking and getting a few turnovers.
Pierce clears the ball to the side. It should be taken from Sean Donnelly, but he lets it go through his hands. A bit of nerves maybe on show here from some of the Meath lads, John. But anyway, we continue. Peter Connolly plays the ball in. Can Josh win it? No. Breaks off and stick. Oh, Josh could be in a bit of trouble here with the referee. I think he caught young Savage in the back of the head there.
Look, frustration from Josh. I suppose things aren't going that well for him, but you can't resort to that kind of a pull, and he could be in trouble here. I'd say it's a yellow card. He stuck up his hand to the referee, apologising. He's apologising to the player. Just on Padder Laharn, involved with the club. This cup is in honour of him. He was a great Meath man, Cork man, and above all a Boardsmill man. Got involved with Boardsmill Club early, along with TJ Riley, Hughie Riley, great Meath hurling men as well. And it's a pleasure to be playing in this final. We won it in 2018 and 17 with Nick Fitzgerald over the team. But it's a great cup in honour of a great man that was involved with a very good club in Westmeath or Boardsmill.
The play continues to the near side. That's a shove in the back. Yeah, it's a shove in the back. There was a little bit of rush of blood there from Nathan Kelly. Played well. There was no need for him to do that. I think the Sean Donnelly was kind of with his back to the goals. It didn't look there was any immediate danger on. He just a bit of a shove in the back.
Yeah, a bit of frustration there too. It gives Joey Cole a chance to put Meath ahead. 20 minutes gone in the first half.
Joey again just taking his time. Dries the sliotar. Looks for a nice little tee there to put the ball down. Tries the boss of the hurley, and he's ready to go. Joey with the pick. It's a fine strike. It's a fine strike from Joey, and it's Meath's 4. Joey's 3rd.
Joey will put them over all day. Anything from maybe 80-90 metres out, Joey will put them over all day.
Again, another puck out down to the far side of the field. That's the last 3 or 4 in a row. Josh Harris seems to come out the field here now. He's out battling in the middle of the field, trying to get on I think they're probably moving Josh around to just try and get him on the ball, get a touch of the ball, John.
Yeah, he's like Josh is, comes from the hurling stronghold of Castleabbey, and he's probably trying to get him onto the ball all right. He learned all his hurling up there in Castleabbey throughout the last 17 years. So, yeah, look, he's a very good player. He's a mainstay of this team, one of the main men in the team. So they have to get your good players on the ball and give them confidence.
Harry Cottrell does well under the high ball there. He's done well, Harry, under pressure there. He started the game well. But Down lads have the ball and try to battle. There's an advantage being played from the referee here. The ball plays in, it falls to the ground, and the referee goes back to award the free in to Down. I couldn't quite see what that was for. There was 2 or 3 Meath men around the Down man.
There seemed to be maybe a bit of pulling and dragging going on, but the full back line have settled down. I know much ball is going. They've won every ball in from the start of the game. They started fairly nervously, but look, they're doing things that the full back line should do. No spectacular stuff. Get your ball, clear your ball. Heroes are not made in the full back line. You just have to do a job and do it well.
Tom McGrath takes the free, and it's a good. He looks like a good free taker, John. He has a good strike at the ball.
Every team needs a good free taker, and both of these teams have good free takers.
That's Tom's 3rd point and Down's 4th, so we're back all square. 22 minutes gone, 4 points apiece.
Jack Fagan tried a quick puck out there. He'd be from the Jack's from the Dunry Club. His father's a trim man, Fergus Fagan, a great cyclist, great athlete himself.
Yeah, we won't talk about the beard. We spoke about that last week.
Don't talk about the beard, no.
Ball played in here to Sean Donnelly. But again, the Down backs have been very, very good, very tidy in the start. That's a free, I think there, a little bit of a trip of the leg, but the referee allows play to continue. Down half clear the line, Rory Fagan. That's twice Rory has just let the ball go through him. There's Tom McGrath again. Justin Coyne is not getting as much time as the ball as he got last week. No. Tom goes through. He can't catch it though. He's on the 3rd catch, but this time he flicks a great dangerous ball. Mishandle it, but the shot is on and it's cleared. Robert Ennis.
Number 2.
Robert Ennis got back and helping out his goalkeeper. Cleared the ball and a lovely side step inside. I think that's Clark, is the 14 with a delicate shot and a lovely score, delicate shot from the difficult angle.
A great score, and probably Down deserved the point. The Rasmus shot, and Robert Ennis got a hold for it on it when it's heading to the top of the net. I forgot to mention at the start of the game, our main sponsor of Meath hurling teams is Glenveigh Homes, who made a big announcement during the week. They're taking on building 3,000 houses over the next 3 years and taking on 1,000 people. So that's huge work from Glenveigh Homes.
Meath tried to work the ball in again, but Down rock solid. That's James Duggan who's sitting back. This is Francis Caldwell. Not sure what he was doing there, but he managed to get back and pick the ball up, plays the ball out. They're working the ball between themselves. They should get a hand on this, the Meath lads. Down a couple of unorthodox hand passes, but the ball has worked through, and it's the number 10, Michael Dorian, bearing down on goals, scoops the ball up, and Jack does well, clears the ball out for 65.
Yeah, an awkward ball. Your man scooped the ball. I'd say he was going for his point, and it kind of was dropping high and low. It could have dropped into the net, and Jack Fagan did the right thing. Tapped it out for a 70 so he can regroup his backs and get everyone facing the ball again. Did the right thing, young Fagan.
Jeez, John, we've gone metric years and years ago without for a 70, huh? 65. We've gone metric maybe since the 70s. How age are you now?
I know. I don't know what I learned at school. Was it metric or imperial? I don't know. Yeah, it's good. I always called it a 70. I don't know why. But
interesting. Here's a change. Down change. The free taker is the number 9, James Duggan, takes that 65. It's dangerous ball. It drops in. Keeper misses it. And another good clearance. The full back line did very well. Young Harry coming out with the ball. 2 down men chasing down. Needs to shorten his grip to clear his lines. Managed to do that. Down here in front of Rory Fagan. Rory breaks it down in front of him. Can he get the pick? This time he does. There's players over. Puts Josh under a bit of pressure with the hand pass, but Josh steps back inside, then swivels, plays the ball along the ground. Down have numbers there again. No nonsense, and it's a young Jarrett McCullum just pulled on the ball. Jack Marr was there, hit off Jack's leg, and it's gone over the line, and it's going to be a sideline. But there's a down man injured, one of the full forwards inside. The referee is holding a play to get attention to the down man.
He's going down and have a look at him all right. Harry Cottrell did the right thing there. Jack's his brother. He plays in the midfield for him, but Harry did the right thing. He won his ball. He drove out. He shortened his hurl, and he got it out 40-50 yards, he stopped that attack. That's what a full-back has to do. He'd be out in front. I'm just thinking here, this is a strong wind blowing, and maybe it's in favour of the forward when it's playing into the wind, because it's dropping in front of them rather than going over their heads. I'd be hoping that, because Meath Meath are, a point behind, playing with 5 minutes to go in the first half, playing with the win. Josh Harris is on the ball again.
Yeah, Josh out in the middle of the field now. It's managed to get on the last couple of balls. Plays a good ball into the middle, in here. Owen Grehan has gone into the full forward line. But again, Declan Mallon clears his lines. It's a dangerous looking ball here. A little bit of a shove in the back there, and Chris O'Gorman wins the free.
Meath did this last Sunday as well, to put Owen Grehan in full forward. With the last 20 minutes ago, it seems to be a tactic of theirs, and Josh Harris is out, after getting onto 2 balls there, which will give him confidence. I see Owen going back out now. Owen is very unlike his grandfather Duke. Duke wasn't a great man to run around the field, but if a ball on the edge of the square, you know all about it.
So Joey on the halfway line again, picks the blade of grass just to judge the breeze, steadies himself. Meath could certainly do this one under the cosh a little bit here in the last couple of minutes. Joey certainly has the distance. Does he have the accuracy? It goes in, and the umpire, I think, is going to wave it wide. It was a long way out.
Not like Joey to miss them.
Pierce Smith with the puck out. It's going to drop right in the middle of the field again. Who's there? Young Fagan lets the ball go through him. Joey picks it up onto Ryan Bias. Ryan hasn't got on much ball in the last 10 minutes. This time he gets the ball to Rory Fagan. Rory with a good looking shot. I think that one's going to go over the bar. Yes, it is. Good score.
Great score from Rory Fagan. From Joey Cole picked up a loose ball in the middle of the field, hand passed to young Fagan, and a great point. Meath needed that point. Meath needed to up the stakes now for the last 4 minutes of the first half. Ryan Bias.
This time the keeper fluffs his puck out. Ryan Bias picks up the loose ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what Meath wanted. A great score from Ryan Bias from the Kildare club.
Ryan was onto it like a shot. And that's Ryan's second score of the day. And that puts Meath a point in front as we enter the final few minutes of the first half. Every puck out seems to be going to that side, and Chris O'Gorman has stood tall, in fairness to him, under a lot of pressure. A lot of ball dropped in Chris's patch of the field there, and that's the second or third free he's won, John.
Yeah, he's a late addition team for the injured Paddy Barnett, and he came on last Saturday and played very well as well. He's from the Climax club. We tried to find out, was he related to the Rooster Gorman or some of them, so probably is. It's a big name in Climax hurling.
Joey this time doesn't take on the ball, the shot, he plays it in low, and it's Simon Cunningham. Jinx one way, Jinx the other way, and score. Oh, that's a sensational score there. That score of the day, I think, John.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant score from Simon Cunningham. Yeah, a brilliant score, a great ball over and took it well. That's what I'm talking about, taking it by the scruff of the neck. The last 3 scores are coming from Meath, and badly needed with this win. They win this puck out as well. No, they don't.
The ball breaks again, another one on to Chris O'Gorman. He bats something on it. Justin Coyne comes out. Come on, Justin, we need to get into the game, man. And he does well, kicks the ball out in front and keeps it moving forward. Who's that moving forward? Is that Joey, is it? No, it's Jack Marr. Jack gets a great pick. Burns his man on the outside. Oh, there's numbers here. Ryan Bias. Ryan steps inside.
Shoots!
And he drives it over the bar.
Great point. Great work there from Jack Marr from Dunamore Ashbourne. And he got a late hit there. He's on the ground. Number 4. Was he booked before, Rory?
No, he wasn't. No. But inspirational stuff from Ryan Bias.
Yeah, Meath have gone from 1 point deficit into a 3-point lead now with 29 minutes played in the first half. They showed a bit of fire and spirit there in the last 5 minutes, and it's badly needed, and they need to continue that.
Yeah, the intensity and the pace seems to just hit up there a little bit here from the Meath lads, and Ryan Bias have got a couple of scores. He got a bit of a late wrap there for his troubles, but I'm sure he'd be grand to carry on.
Just say, like the last 4 or 5 puckouts, the Meath players, instead of waiting for the ball coming, they're actually attacking the ball, which they should have been doing the whole time. Maybe they just have woke up and smelled the copy that they're actually in a game here against a good down team, and they'll probably need more than 3 points of a lead with that win, but it's all to play for. It's not a win that will destroy a game, but it is will be in favour down in the second half.
This time the puck out comes to the near side. First down have obviously just changed the tactic. They weren't getting any change on the far side. Francis Caldwell picks the ball up, drives a high ball, hanging ball into the forwards. The ball drops. Robert Ennis is there, and Harry is there. Harry picks the ball up, tries to find a bit of space to get his clearance in. James Clark has him under all sorts of pressure. The ball is still on the ground. They're all fighting for it. Harry in there again trying to get his pick. James Clark got another good pick from James, but great defence by Robert Ennis. Didn't let the man inside. Then between them they managed to get a bit of block on it, and the ball is play down, and it's gone over the bar. Yeah, fine score.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was going over. I think they got it and over the bar. Harry Cotter did well, but lost the ball coming out.
I think that was Oisin Coulter got that score. Puck out is this out. Down have the numbers. Jack just trying to have a bit of look and see where the Down lads are setting up before he pucks the ball. Because Down definitely had the numbers there. But Rory Fagan in there fighting really hard. Bigger men around him, but Rory's in there scrapping hard. But Down do come out with the ball this time. And they work it through the hands, middle of the field, into the left. Another ball in towards Harry Cottrell here and James Clark. Harry does well. Harry just did enough to break the ball down, picks it on the second attempt. And the referee blows the half-time whistle. And 8 points to 6. 31 minutes. Not much injury time out and played there. But John Meath showed a little bit of flurry there towards in the last 4 or 5 minutes. And only a 2-point lead with that breeze. Do you think that's going to be enough, or how do you see the second half going?
Look, hopefully it'll be enough from our point of view, but yeah, they did show a bit of fighting spirit there, and it has been a good game, good competitive game of hurling throughout, both with two good teams. I think a feature of the game as well, the way the referee, he looks a young lad from where I'm standing, a young small lad anyway, but
jockey maybe.
Yeah, he could be a jockey, but yeah, look, it has been Meath will need the same. Resume the second half, the same intensity to finish the last 5 minutes of the first half. A matter clearing up a little matter. I said Westmeath, Portsmill from Westmeath. Of course, Portsmill are in the Meath county. I was corrected by Mr. Anthony Riley living in Liverpool. Sorry about that, Tubbs. I say you're sitting in your trim jersey there, Tubbs. You're watching the game. You love that trim jersey I sent to you. Look, it's all to play for, and hope everybody's enjoying the game. Larry, what do you think?
Well, certainly in that second quarter, Meath got more up to the pace of the game. The first quarter, the supply was going in there, but the full forward line was just at half a metre. That's half a metre now, not half a yard, John. half a metre behind their man, and they weren't getting the ball. There was a good supply going in, but they're certainly up to the intensity of the game now, and they went through a purple patch there with 4 points in the top, which were hugely important. And somebody is trying to drown out what I'm going to say by putting on that Beckham music. For Jesus' sake, Kieran Flynn, will you ever turn that off? Anyhow, lads, it's all to play for. 2 points. It's going to be difficult. The wind isn't overly strong down low, but if Meath can get the supply going, they've moved out Rory Fagan and Simon Cunningham out a bit further, and they added in good points. So look at Josh Harris has moved out as well. So the lads on the sideline are thinking on their feet and are making the adjustments as they need to. So look at lads, we just hope for the best. It's going to go right down to the wire.
I just don't call him. Is that DJ Beano who's playing that music there under half time? Anyway.
Brian Dowling is down on the line. He's supposed to be taking photographs for the Meath Minor Board, but he's doing more talking than taking photographs by the looks of it. But that's the usual sort with Beano.
He's keeping them warm.
Yeah, he's keeping everything warm down there. His hands in his pockets. He has his new face mask on, presented him by Colin Brennan, the Secretary of the Meath Hurling Committee. I see also Martin Hanlon down there with his new coat on.
John Gilmartin.
And John Gilmartin. I think they're going for a few steps. Martin has lost, I think, 5 or 6 stone, fair play to him. And he looks great, and he's continuing with it.
Right, we're going to leave it there for a couple of minutes. We'll take a little break here. Just a reminder of the score at half time. Meath 8 points, Down 6 points. We'll be back to you in 3 or 4 minutes' time. Thank you.
We robbed the sanitizer out, but we didn't do another game.
We're back. You're welcome back to Park Halton. The Meath team are out. The Meath team are back out and eager to get going in the second half. The Down lads are just taking their time. The Down physio just coming out of the dugout here in front of us, so I'm sure the team is going to follow suit now. John, it's going to go right to the wire, I think, this one.
Yeah, look, Meath have to start exactly the way they finished the last 5 minutes of the first half. You can't stand back and wait. I'd say Down will be tempted to lob in or hit in long, hard, high ball with the wind. Meath hit 4 or 5 wides with that tactic in the first half, so it could be, go against Down. Meath have to probably play it shorter and more purposeful into their full forward line, which could be a benefit to Meath, because there wasn't much chance in the full forward line. There's the Down team presuming. Look, it's down to Meath themselves. If the intensity has to be there, the will to win has to be there, and play the hurl and play it clever.
I see a positional change here in front of us. Meath have moved Owen Grehan to centre back to pick up Tom McGrattan. I just want to see where Justin has gone. He's probably gone into the middle of the field.
Justin's gone to the middle of the field along with Joey Cole. Josh Harris has come back in full forward. And Jack Mara's on the 40. I think that's the only change at the moment, right?
So, referee just about to get us underway here. He just gets his stopwatch going, plays the ball in. It is just in the middle of the field. But James Duggan, who had a very good first half for Down, starts well, picks that ball, drives through, and he wins the free. So Down with a very early chance here to reduce the deficit to a point.
Can't be giving away frees like that, senseless frees with a good free taker like this.
So Tom McGrathan got away with one there, John.
Yeah, I put the commentator's curse on him, and he put it wide. I'm still doing my little bit for Meath hurling.
Jack Fagan now, his first puck out into the breeze, plays a lower ball here to Jack Marr, comes out to try and gets the ball on his third attempt trying to pick the ball. He's lost sight of it, and the ball breaks here in front of Robert Ennis. Jack is in there battling again. It's a tough game out here. Both teams are going hard at it. The ball squirts free, but Down have the numbers there. The ball is picked up. It's played inside. Dangerous ball in here. Francis Caldwell, let's get out in front of his man. He's got all the time in the world. He plays the ball back to Oisin Coulter. Oisin should have gone on he turned back onto his good side, and he still managed to get a shot away, and he gets the score. I thought he'd run himself into trouble, John. He should have gone on his right, but he turned back onto his left.
Yeah, he turned back in, and his manager put his hands over his head, saying it's exactly the same. But Oisin Coulter, another name that's synonymous with Down hurling. Oisin Coulter, the Coulter name. Yeah, great point. And Meath need to tighten up. Evan Cole was 3 or 4 yards behind his man. He needs to get tighter. He needs to get a lot tighter.
Puck out was to the near side. It deflected off a Meath hand or stick, and it's gone over the line. The referee adamant that it's a down ball. That was Oisin Coulter's third point. So big contribution from young Oisin. Sideline ball here. The sun in the eyes inside in the square. The players squirts along the ground. And again, too easy. Down are picking the ball up there under no real pressure. That was Oisin Coulter. Oisin again gets another good-looking shot in. Is this going to be another score?
That's a super score. Absolutely fabulous score. The left hand from Oisin Coulter. Number 15 for Down. Under pressure over the bar from 50 metres. Larry. 45 metres, sorry.
He was under pressure there. There was 3 or 4 Meath men around him, but he managed to still get a shot away.
Super score.
Jack angles the ball over to the sideline there. Ryan was kind of waiting for that ball. He needs to be going attacking the ball, I think, rather than waiting for it to drop into him. But Peter Connolly manages to win the ball there. Plays it out here from Josh. Needs to get onto the ball here. Under a bit of pressure. Who's that? It's the corner back there. But Josh gets on the ball. He stepped over the line. A bit unlucky. Unlucky.
Yeah, he worked hard to get the ball and got his ball, but put his foot out over the line. Or the ball was obviously over the line. Meath need to win those balls and get on them.
So the scores are tied up 8 points apiece. We're just 3 minutes gone in the second half. Sideline ball Down right over on the terrace side of the ground here in Park Halton. Good ball in here, and it's picked up. Young Grehan has come out from centre back. He's all over the place here. He's playing everywhere, trying to drive the team on. Turns the ball. Justin does well, gets the block. Can he get the pick? another ball going over the line, and again the linesman very quick to raise the flag and award the sideline ball to Down. It was a bit scrappy so far. Well, Meath haven't really got going in the second half,
No,
John.
Meath haven't got going. Just looking down here, we've only got a full back line inside our own 45 metres, and we've 2 men inside our 65 metre. Our centre back, young Owen Graham from Rathmolline, is now playing deeper. He's on number 11, but there's a big gaping hole there in front of us, and I wouldn't be drawn into that tactic at all. I'd leave the centre back where he is and get someone out further to field to pick him up, because he's not going to. He won't score goals from. Yeah, he's coming back. Ryan Bice's coming back now to help out, but. If he goes deep, he's not going to score goals, but they will score goals with that big gaping hole there in front of us.
Ball this time again deflected off a Meath man, off Justin Coyne. The Down man pulled on the ball on the ground, deflected off. No, beg your pardon. I thought it deflected. The linesman seemed to have his flag up awarding the ball to Down, but it's not. It's a Meath ball. I think Meath did this last week, John. I know they dropped Ryan Bias right back in the second half against the Breeze over in Ockram, so they've kind of done the same again.
They have, yeah, but we're 8 points each in this game. You know, we need to, be taking the game to Down, not be sitting back waiting on scores. We need
Chris
to make
O'Gorman,
it happen rather than hoping that it will happen.
Chris picks the ball up. He's bottled up again. Down and tackling fiercely in the middle of the field. Ball comes to Joey. Joey plays a nice ball into the forward towards Josh. Josh Harris out. Needs to get his pick. He does. This time he gets his pick. He gets his turn. Creates half a bit of space. Plays the ball inside. Simon Cunningham. Simon goes in under a bit of pressure. Again, he was blocked. And the ball has been cleared. That's better. At least a good passage of play there from Meath. Ryan sweeping up there in the middle of the field. Does well. Picks the ball up. Shovels the ball across here towards Jack Marr. Jack gets down. Tries to make a bit of space for himself. That was good side. Oh, have a shot. Jack steps in again. Is he over elaborated a little bit? But he does get a shot away. But it's going to drift to
gone wide.
It's gone wide.
Yeah, look, unlucky there from young Jack Marr. He took on his man. Showed a great bit of pace. Took a shot and just drifted to the right hand wide.
Chris misjudges the flight of the ball. Evan Cole in there fighting. The players fall on the ball, and the referee rightly blows the whistle and is going to restart with a throw ball. The ball is in there, and it's Chris O'Gorman does very well, picks up the loose ball. He's coming out. He looks like he's overcarried it. He's going to be in trouble here. Flicks the ball over the head. He's still going. Jack Marr in there fighting. The Down lads are really scrapping hard, in fairness to them. They're doing very, very well. The ball is on the ground, and Down are going to come out with it, are they? No, Jack Marr reads the ball, but just can't get his pick.
Yeah.
He was flicked behind there.
Yeah, your man played him from behind, and he chopped down on the hurl, so definite free in. The replacement, young Chris O'Gorman from Climax, is playing very well, very strong there. He was in trouble there, tapped the ball over his man's head and won the ball again, and eventually it led to a free. He's doing very well. A great replacement. It just shows good strength and depth there in the Meath bench. I see number 25 for Meath getting ready. Number 25.
It's Matthew Cully.
Matthew Cully, is it? Matthew Cully.
It is, yeah.
The point from Joey Cole put Meath back 9 points to 8 with 7 minutes gone in the first half. Sub on from Meath, number 25, Matthew Cully.
Yeah.
From the Dalkey Club, replaces Josh Harris. Josh seems very disappointed, and rightly so. Probably Josh never got into the game. He's throwing the helmet on the ground there. He never got into the game, and sometimes that happens, Josh. You just have to learn from it.
Harry misjudges the ball, and Meath could be in a bit of trouble here, but he manages to get back goal side of his man, forces him off the back foot to take the shot, but he has squirted the ball over the bar. It was a good score. Harry looks like it might have gone, pleading with the umpire that it had gone wide, but I think it dropped over the bar.
The white flag is raised, it's over the bar, it's a point. Get on with it. Great point. Harry did everything he could, and your man did very well to get a point. I think it was number 14, James Stark. Great ball.
Meath worked the ball down the side. Matthew Cully is out. First ball is a real confidence booster. That's a great looking ball. Oh, it drops in. The keeper does well. And the second chance clears the ball, clears off his line. Pierce Smith very, very well. Plays the ball out here towards Oisin Coulter. Oisin turns. There's 3 men around him. Has to go backwards. Plays it back. Now the Meath forwards are starting up the intensity and get a bit of tackling. Justin with a big hit. But Down still have the numbers there, and they get the clearance away. And the ball called Tom McGrattan, but Ryan Bias back sweeping up. Turns one way, then the other. Tries to get the ball in low. does. Gets the ball in here. There's Jack Maher. As Jack goes down, get a pick. Nice ball in towards Matthew Cully, who started very brightly since he's come on. Takes a couple of hits. He's got advantage. The referee.
Oh my
The referee
God,
had the hand up for advantage.
Yeah, Jack Maher was gone. He was 5 yards by a man when he received the ball, bearing down on goal. Referee pulls it up. Absolutely huge mistake by the referee, and I'm sure he's probably thinking that to himself. But look, he blew the whistle. Meath have a chance of a point, but that was definitely a goal chance. Number 25, this Matthew Cully has got the first 2 balls and created a lot of havoc when he came in. So he's going well.
So Joey, just outside the D, in towards the hospital end here in Parthalton, straight in front of the goals. We don't want to put the mockers on him. We don't. He puts the ball, slots it nicely.
We'll only do that when Down are taking a free, Rory. Yeah, another one for Joey. He's deadly. He's deadly. That's his 5th point. He didn't wave away, did he? Yeah.
He did. We did put the mockers on him.
That's Rory's fault.
My fault. It's Chris O'Gorman again and Ryan Bias, 2 men in the yellow helmets. Harry Cottrell, another man in the yellow helmet, trying to get in there and get some ball. But Francis Caldwell, as it does well, picks the ball if he's fouled. His stick was definitely held there. No, it was Michael Dorian. Michael Dorian that time. His stick was definitely held, and the referee easy decision for the referee to make there.
Yeah, easy decision. Just come back to that. Joey Cole put that one wide. We thought it was umpire waves it wide. A bad miss. You have to say it was a bad miss. At 9 points each, we needed to keep the scoreboard taking over.
Yeah, in a tight game like that, every ball counts. A sub coming on here. It's Sean Milligan is coming on for Down.
Substitution, number 8, Ryan O'Neill, is replaced by number 22, Sean Milligan.
Ryan coming on with a heavy strap on his leg, John. He must have.
I'd say it was a hammer. Was at him with the left leg heavily strapped.
And no mistake that time from young McGrattan. He puts Down into the lead. That's Tom McGrattan's 4th point of the afternoon. Puck out down. That's a sensational. I thought he'd caught at the 9, but he didn't. The ball breaks. But it's Nathan Kelly, who's had a very, very good game, plays the ball on here to Finn Turpin. Dangerous looking ball. Jack has to be careful. Oh, Jack got away with one there. I think John. The sun was in his eyes, and he just dropped it. But luckily, he dropped it wide.
There's a low sun coming across the hospital end there. It obviously caught Jack Fagan's eye, and it went through his hand. And lucky he wasn't standing in front of the goals, or it would have been a goal. Lucky.
I was surprised, lads, he went for it. Like he stood at his post and could have just shepherded it out wide instead of trying to take it, because there's always that chance he could fumble, you know. And well, we got away with that this time. And another sub coming on here now for the Meath lads.
Number 19 is Owen McCormick from the Mine. Number 19, Owen McCormick from the Mine, is ready to come on.
Tom McGrattan with the 65. It hit the wide. So I think the nerves on display here a little bit, John. Both free takers there, missing a couple of frees that they probably would get. So nerves, you can understand that. Like, this is a big game here, last 15 or 20 minutes, and tight game.
Sean Donnelly from Rotholt has been replaced by Owen McCormick from St Peter's Dunboyne. A little bit of nerves creeping in. It'll be the team now that really takes this game by the scruff of the neck that's going to win it, and Down are in the ascendancy now again.
A long ball in, as John predicted at half time, that Down would maybe try that tactic, and it's broken inside, but Fagan does very well.
What a
brave
save. Absolutely a standing save by young Fagan after making a bad mistake, let's be honest. And just before that, he showed great confidence, come out, covered the ball on the ground, and was hugely brave as your man pulled on the ball on the ground. Great save. A match saving save, we call it.
Well, hopefully that was Francis Caldwell, the goal machine from last weekend, had a chance there. I think he was thinking green flag when that ball broke, but Jack Fagan did very, very well. Brave, managed to deflect the ball over the line, and it's back with Tom McGrattan. He missed one here just a couple of seconds ago. I don't think he's going to miss this one.
I'd say the bravery from Jack Fagan comes from his mother's side, Caroline's side. It wouldn't be definitely from the father's side.
And another break there for me. Tom McGrattan is after pushing that ball again. He missed one the exact same spot a few minutes ago. He's pushed that one wide. So Meath are getting Meath under the cosh here, but Down are just not converting on the scoreboard. Chris O'Gorman does well there, John.
He's doing very well, Chris O'Gorman. Yeah, he's going to hand pass out to Ryan Bice. Ryan Bice on the ball and mishandles it. He lifts it, turns to his right. He strikes a long ball in. I'll hand you back to Rory.
But the Down backs there, the hanging ball was there. Down centre back coming out. Kieran Savage comes out strong. He's right down the middle of the grid. Can't stand on a stick again. That's the second or third time he's made a couple of good runs down the middle of the field. It's the sub on there for Down. Scrapping hard, but that's a free in. That's going to be a free in. Yeah, animated reaction from the down sideline, but the referee was there, awarded the free.
Referee awarded the free, but he actually was a little bit late blowing it. It was a free. He probably reacted to the reaction from the line. It was a free, definitely, and the down free taker, young McGrattan, should slot this one over after missing the last two.
Yeah, the last two were 65s. This was a lot closer in. He's just to the side of the D there. Yeah, and he makes no mistake this time. That pushes down into a 2-point lead. It's 11 points to 9. And that's Tom McGrattan's 5th score of the afternoon. Jack with the puck out down this near side. Ball goes, Rory Fagan just can't get a piece of it. Chris O'Gorman steps in strongly again. He's doing very well, as John has said a couple of times. He does well, flicks the ball on. Oh, it's going to break between two lads. Owen Grehan has kind of gone in. Justin Coyne tries to feed it onto him. He can't manage it. Simon Cunningham picks up a good ball. Looks like he got fouled. He's having a high stick around his check. The referee didn't see it. Allows play to continue. Simon is still in there battling away. It comes back to Chris. Can he get the pick? Does well, rolls his man, turns inside, gets the hand pass away. Jack Marr takes his man on the outside. And again, Jinx gets a shot away. Yeah, that's
a great score. You know, young Gorman has to take credit for that goal. He did an awful lot of, for that point, did an awful lot of work. And young Jack Marr, a great point for Meath.
That's Jack's first score of the afternoon. Meath back within a point. 11-10, 14 minutes gone, second half. Long ball goes in over the top. Michael Dorian is there. Ryan Bias is back sweep and gets a little flick on it to try and get, and Harry Cottrell was in there battling away. Oh, and the referee's at the awarding a free in. Did he play that ball on the ground, John?
That's what he's saying, yeah. He demonstrated that he put his hand on the ground to pick it up. If he did, it was a silly thing to do. You're handing away a point. Down lead by 10 points to 11 with 15 minutes gone in the first half. This should be a certain point for young McGrattan.
And there was no reaction there from Harry Cottrell or any of the other Meath lads, so it was obviously he did play the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes for a lone. Oh, and it hits the man in the front of his own ground. Oh, young Ennis actually. Peter Connolly mixes his pick and the ball squirts out here, and it's Francis Caldwell, is it? Francis over his shoulder, but it's going to go wide, I think.
Yeah,
he would have been better making a bit of space for himself and getting a better shot. That was a blind shot there over his shoulder and gone wide. Bad miss.
Yeah, Tom McGrattan, a silly thing to do, go for a goal, you know. When he's a certain point and only a point in it, you have to tap them over, keep the scoreboard moving, and thankfully Meath have cleared the line. We need to get into this game now.
They need to settle down or in the ascendancy, but like we said, they just can't convert on the scoreboard. Luckily for Meath, Justin is back, bit of a chop there. Referee, let's play continue. Justin Coyne picks the ball up, started to run from deep. This was a feature of his play last week. He's running from deep and he got a little flick there, and the referee is going to call the down man to him. He didn't like that, but there wasn't a lot of aggression. I think that's the second or third foul. I think that's the referee is indicating. He's pointing around the ground here. So I think the down man, it's not the sub that's up to coming on, I think, is going to get it. No, it's number 11, it's Tom McGrattan, is going to get himself a yellow card.
Young Justin Coyne did very well, you know, but I have to say it was probably the first ball he got since he moved out in centre back. I was thinking to myself, it wasn't suiting him out there. Now Jack Marr on the ball.
Joey played the low free this time in towards Jack. Jack is getting into the game a little bit more. Works the ball onto Matthew Cully. Cully with a good strike off his left and a good score.
Badly needed a great score. Joey called short free into hit it into Jack Marr. Jack Marr, a hand pass across to the substitute Matty Cully, and he struck it over the bar. As we go into the water break, a great point for Meath, and the scores are level at 11 points each.
And I think Meath can count themselves lucky, because I think Down have been in the ascendancy for the last 10 minutes certainly, and a couple of missed frees and a couple of missed 65s there. Down could be 3 or 4 points ahead here, so Meath are literally clinging on, so hopefully they can rebalance the books here at the water break.
Larry, the last two scores were probably vital for Meath there, going into that water break.
Absolutely, like you didn't want to see Down opening up a 3 or 4 point lead, because in a game like this, that would be a massive lead. But Meath are hanging in there, and certainly the changes made by the sideline. I know Josh Harris was disappointed and took the helmet off and threw it to the ground, but the man that has come in has been very effective. He was unlucky that one almost got over the bar. The goalie knocked it down, and got a good score there. 11 points each, and just a little less than 14 minutes left to be played, lads. So I say it's going to go right down to the wire. But Down have been in the ascendancy, and balls that's going into the forward line, Down have been physically stronger than that. And sometimes you have to be brave, you have to be bold and a little bit crazy. I've seen young Owen Donegan play. He's a huge, big, strong lad with a big pair of hands, and maybe he's can vary old tones. Yeah. But he normally plays it back, but he has a massive pair of hands on him. if it comes to the last few minutes, a couple of high balls into the square, you know, that you wanted a goal.
Yeah, I see him there.
Why not drop him in there? And he could be very effective.
He's listed in the subs at 21 there, yeah.
He's a savage of a player and a savage of a man, and maybe that's why we need a bit of physicality in the full forward line, which is missing so far.
Absolutely, yeah, I would agree, Larry. You know, at this time of the game, you need something, someone to catch a ball that shouldn't be caught or shouldn't be won, and, you know, maybe hand it out or bury it yourself. That's what's needed, absolutely.
We restart with a puck out. Pierce Smith straight down the middle of the field. Graham rins the ball well. Superb stuff. Runs in. Needs men off him. He does. He finds the man. It's Rory Fagan. There's another man inside him. Jack Marr. Jack Marr has had a big last 4 or 5 minutes. And he drives the ball in. The goalkeeper waved it wide. The umpire bends down, picks the ball up.
Absolutely brilliant point. Owen Graham from Rappaline won the ball. Great pass over to Jack Marr from Dunamore Ashbourne and finished off lovely, a marvellous point and a very, very important point.
Long ball in now. Harry got fouled around the top of the head there. Referee, come on, where's your whistle? Justin Coyne back helping out. He had been in midfield. He's now helping out the backs. He's on the ground. He does brilliantly well. Picks up. He got tripped again. Has a couple of frees. He's going to get done. And eventually the referee he deserved that free, I think, John.
Absolutely deserved about 3 or 4, maybe 5 seconds before that. He's a great hurler. I'd rather see him centre back myself and young Graham out the middle of the field, because young Graham seems to have more penetration, but that's only me.
Ryan Bias with the free, drops down here from a good stick in there. It's going to be a sideline ball for Meath. Rory Fagan went down, but his man Nathan Kelly, who's been very solid throughout the whole game for Down, the ball out, but it's going to be a sideline ball. I see Joey coming over. This could be a dangerous ball in around the goals. I see Matthew Cully going in towards the square. That's obviously where the ball is going to be heading from here, John.
Yeah, hopefully Joey gets a good strike on it and gets it into the danger area. Matthew Cully has obviously displayed, you know, great winning ball ability since he came in. So I'd be looking to get him onto the ball. He's just drifting out to the right. Joey Cole takes the sideline cut.
That's a good ball. It's too good, John. It goes over Jack Marr's head. Joey, you know, would have been better off. He had the range there. You'd be better off. He directed that towards the middle of the goal.
Yeah, I'd always put them to the far side. Bad puck out with the down keeper. It's under Young Cully. Young Cully wins the ball. It's a scrapple between Young Cully. Young Cully has it again. He bends, he lifts, he misses it. He bends, he lifts, he throws it out to the other sub. No, he's blocked. A great passage of play, and Down clear the ball. Rory, back to you.
And Down are coming out, and Down Nathan Kelly, who's had a solid game, free, and Down just slow it down a little bit. But it was half a chance there, John, for me. They got inside. Matthew Cully looked like he was in there for a second, but I think the Down fullback Declan Mallon just managed to keep his body in there and make it difficult.
Young Cully did everything he could do. The down backs were better. Very, very good clearance.
That's a sun ball in from
wide.
I'm not sure if he was taking that shot on, or whether he was playing the ball into the forwards. But
I did say at half time that they might try and rely on the wind to take it over the bar, but that never happens with a strong wind. We're coming into the last 10 minutes of the game. It's all to play for.
Jack Fagan drops the ball in the middle of the field, but there's Down men everywhere. It's Finn Turpin, who was on that loose ball, played it across into his on-running teammate, who got fouled, and it's a free in right in front of the goals, but now a good distance out between the 45 and the 65 metre lines, and Tom McGrattan has come out here to take the free. He's missed the last couple, and he could certainly do with I think it's a change, actually, is it? It's a change, man. It's Francis Caldwell. Francis Caldwell's come out, so yeah, Yeah, the solid looking strike, and he's straight over the bar. That's a very important score. Ties it up at 12 points apiece. 19 and a half minutes gone.
Very important score. Teams are level again for the 5th time.
That's a push to the back there, I think. Yeah, the ball against the breeze there. Jack has to rely on the odd short one. Plays it to Chris O'Gorman here. A little bit of shove in the back, and it's going to be Ryan Bias here with a chance to play the ball into the forwards.
Things have gone a bit nervy at this stage with 10 minutes to go. There's a lot of mistakes being made from both teams, and it's the one that's going to, pick up one of these mistakes and get a crucial score. It's going to win. Great ball in. Well,
Matthew comes out. Cully breaks down. Rory Fagan. He's there. It's time for the big men to stand up. Justin, the Meath captain, gets the ball, drops it a few times. He looks like he's been fouled there, but maybe he slipped to the ground. Tries to play the ball back. Good ball towards Matthew Cully. Can he get his pick? He does. Lovely pick. Gets the shot away.
Great score.
Great score.
Absolutely brilliant score from Matthew Cully from the Kildare club. Great pick up. 2 strikes or 2 steps and over the bar from 45 metres, 35 metres, sorry.
That's Matthew's second point since he came on. The puck out was down, it deflected off a down man, and it's going to be Ryan Byas to take the sideline ball. But Justin Coyne did very well, John, along the near sideline there. There was two men around him, he was under pressure, but he played the ball back. He didn't take a shot from a crazy angle, recycled the ball, and Matthew tapped it over.
He did great, yeah, he's very strong. I thought he was fouled, but he's a very strong player, a very good hurler.
Ryan plays the ball in here. Down seemed to have dropped the man back. Ryan has dropped back to sweep one side, and Down seemed to have left a man sweeping as well. But they've got the overlap here. Robert Ennis comes out to his man, does enough. He saw him coming and he dropped the ball, and Ryan is there sweeping up, clears the line, has to find the Meath man, plays the ball towards the middle of the field. It's batted down. Meath men are there. The Down man is stronger, picks the ball up nicely, turns inside. Oisin Coulter, that is, plays the ball down. All of a sudden the men over, plays the ball here, and it's a dangerous looking ball. Young Fagan looks at it, but it goes over his head, and that's a good score.
Absolute great score from Down, and a crucial score that levels up the size again at 13 each. Just a shout out there to Matty Smith, who's watching this game in front of the fire at home, and Rita probably has their roast beef on as well.
Chris O'Gorman, a great ball into the forwards. It goes over Simon Cunningham's head, and it's coming out. It's that man Nathan Kelly again, clears his lines out towards the half-back position. The ball is there, breaks down, and Justin needs to put his man under a bit of pressure. He stands off him a little bit, allows him to get his clearance in, and the ball is coming here. It's a fine pick here in front of us by and it's a shot in, but it's the umpire slowly teasing us a little bit there. Slowly goes up and waves the ball wide. That was a fine pick. I think that was McGrattan there, picked that ball up.
No, it was, number 14.
It was 14, James Clark, I beg your pardon.
It probably, that bit of play deserved a point, but you don't always get what you deserve in these games.
A long one from Jack this time. Ball is bouncing around, Meath win it. It's Jack Mars, had a horse of a second game. Plays the ball here in front. It's Cully again. Does he get it up? This time it's the other sub that's come in, plays the ball onto Ryan Byas, who's popped up in the half-forward line. Can Joey get to the break of the ball? Joey puts his hip and shoulder in, and the ball breaks. Ryan this time picks it up on his knees, just can't get the pick. It breaks back to Peter Connolly. He just can't pick it up either, and the ball, it's a greasy conditions there, but eventually it's the Down man that has the ball. Passes the ball in here to the centre forward. Hand in the back. Owen Grant had the hand in the back. He got away with one there. Owen plays the ball here towards Matthew Cully. Has come out off his left. Big shot. This looks pretty good. What a score!
What a score! A score from it must be 60 metres out. A great score. The Down man was fouled. That's his third point since he came on, Matthew Cully. A great substitution, impact substitution. That's an inspirational score that puts Meath a point up with 7 minutes to go in this game. All to play for here in Park Talton, and a brilliant game of hurling.
And sometimes you just need that little bit of luck, John, in a tight game, and I thought it could have been easily a free in the middle of the field here. It looked like Owen had the hand on the Down man's back there.
Definitely.
The Down man is down. Hopefully he'll be up and be able to resume. And Larry, what are your thoughts on that passage?
Just when there is that bit of a break there, lads, isn't this the sort of games that'll only bring on the Meath hurling so much? You know, with all due respects to both Down and Meath playing Wicklow and Louth in matches that were really just pedestrian games, you know, at a pedestrian pace. You won't be playing at this sort of intensity all the time. To be able to start competing with Westmeath, Carlow, up into Laois, Offaly at minor level, you know, okay, you'll never mightn't get up to the Wexford and Kilkenny and Dublin level, but you know, they need games like this more often. This is a super game for this, the 20th of December, you know.
I think the competitiveness is very, very impressive from both teams. You know, it's two young, fit teams, and you know, 20th December, as you said, Larry, and they're producing the goods here. And yeah, I do agree. This Meath team, a good bunch of lads, and as I said last week in commentary, we need to put in something else to get these lads through to senior. It has to be done. And I spoke to Nick Fitzgerald about it last Monday, and John Gilmartin, and we will do something. We have to do something. Oh,
Chris wins another ball. Floats it in here, Jack Marr. There's 3 Down men around him. The ball breaks to the ground, and it's the number 7, I think, there for Fionn McFall. Plays a good ball in, but Chris again. He's had a super second half. Chris takes the big hit on his back, but he's hooked. And the ball is. But Meath have the numbers there, and the ball is out here in front of Matthew Cully, who's been brilliant since he came on. He bends, he picks, he gets his ball. Plays a dangerous ball inside into the forwards, and the ball breaks. The goalkeeper goes over Simon Cunningham's head. Pierce Smith is there, clears the ball down this near side. Chris just can't get the touch, and it's the number 5, Finn Turpin, raiding down this side, but it's Rory Fagan back helping out now. Joey Cole in there trying to get the pick. The ball is on the ground, and it's Justin Coyne. Come at the hour, come at the man. Justin gets the ball, but he's blocked and hooked. Rory Fagan in there with a strong passage of play, and the ball just squirts off Owen McCormick's stick, and it's over the line. With at least a bit of intensity, John. A bit of fight being shown by the Meath lads.
This is rip-roaring stuff there from young Justin Kine, Rory Fagan. They're all getting in, they're all getting stuck in. Yeah, rip-roaring stuff here we've just 4 minutes to go of normal time. Meath winning by 14 points to 13. Don't tune into the ladies football, lads. Stay watching.
A sub here on the downside after putting
They landed
a big man in right into full forward. Robert Ennis there is picking him up. So it's going to be route one here for the last 5 minutes here from down. But they can't get the ball. Justin picks up manages to win. He's held up, bottled up very well. He's going to be done for overcarrying. He is. Super bit of play. I think that was James Duggan down. He did very well. Strong on the tackle there.
Yeah, strong. I think maybe he tried to barge first. Yeah. Probably the right decision. Free from the Meath 65 metre line. This could be dangerous. It could go over the bar or drop in the square. Here we go.
And I see the Meath goalkeepers in the full back line there. The sun is in their eyes. They're holding their stick up, and it's a dangerous looking ball here. He's going to come in. James Duggan. He lobs a high ball in, he's spinning around, drifting the thing, but there's players underneath it. It goes over, and luckily from a Meath point of view, it goes over everybody's head. Now Down just haven't converted on the scoreline, John. They've been physically strong around the field, but they've had a couple of bad wides. The keeper put a ball wide. That's another free after going in aimless sort of a ball into the forward.
That thing I was saying at half time, they're kind of relying on the wind to do it. I see another sub, number 20, Dennis Darby from Killeen.
We got away with one there. Jack fluffed his pick, but lucky enough, Harry was sharp.
Long ball in.
Ryan's going to goes over the head. Owen McCormick was fouled, but Ryan does get the pick. Tries to play it back to Owen McCormick. He manages to get the ball. Owen does a lovely little bit of ball. Justin Coyne is there. Ryan is over. Will he play it to him? He does. Ryan takes it on the stick. Hand passes it back towards Justin Coyne. It just not a clean ball, and Justin is scrapping a bit. Has to just try and keep it alive. In doing so, he allows the Down corner back in to clear his lines. Launches a high one. Chris is underneath it. Chris just loses it, but can he win the breaking ball? They've missed the ball. Owen Graham can't see where the ball is. He gets a stick on it, but it's Finn Turpin who's come into the game very strongly in the last 10 minutes. There's Joey is in there scrapping for Meath. This is really down to all who wants it most. The ball is knocked on here. Michael Dorian, who hasn't been on the ball in the last couple of minutes, but he rolls Harry. He's onto his good side. He should get a shot away. He does get a shot away, and he does score. And he draws the game, ties it up. 28 minutes gone, 14 points apiece.
Yeah, Meath could have cleared that ball on a couple of occasions. They didn't, and they were punished with a great point. This, as we said, this one is going to the wire. I think there's about 3 televisions on in my house at home in Castleabbey. I think the ladies football on is one, and the hurling is on the other. Put on another one. Put on the hurling, lads.
And a sub in there, as you said, John, you saw him warming up there. Dennis Darby is in. This time the ball to Chris again. Got to win it, Chris. He's under all sorts of pressure. He's been put under serious pressure there, Mushy and Coulter. It's been a great battle between those two players here in the second half. And the ball is on the ground. Who's going to win this ball? Come on, lads. We need
important ball.
We need, and it does. And it's that Simon Cunningham back there. Gets the ball, throws the ball in, throws the ball on. It's the Down sub, number 17, who's Jared McCullough is there. Owen Graham is there. Owen McCormick is there. Down of the numbers. Get the ball. They clear the ball towards the middle of the field. Difficult conditions here with the sun. And there's Peter Connolly. Turns. Gets a strike away. It doesn't clear the first man. Joey is under all sorts of pressure. Pops it back towards Peter. There's 3 down men. Joey. Surely there was a free there. Jack's been sensational in the second half. Wins the ball. Flicks it on there. Ryan Bias has gone back into the forwards. And it's on here to Dennis Darby. Dennis gets the ball, but he doesn't get a clean possession, and Down managed to clear their lines. It's a long ball in, and the referee has hold the play up because there's a man hurt in the middle of the field. I think that's Peter Connolly in the little ruckus there in the middle of the field. I think he just caught a little bit of a bang, a bit of a head injury, so the referee was right to stop the play, allow everyone catch their breath.
I hear Colin here beside me roaring and running when Jack Maher got the ball, and he's 100% right. He should have ran it, took on his man rather than bang it out, maybe draw the foul. With 29 minutes and 50 seconds played. The referee only played 1 minute in the first half. I doubt he would play much more. I'd say we're going into extra time here, lads. Mary, turn down that roast.
Sorry, lads, there'll not be extra time. I have to go.
Don't worry.
Larry, I'm sure somebody put some money in the car park, mate. If you Larry out there, you'll be all right.
Don't worry, Larry. If you have to go, the Reds TV will take over.
But it's been a tight game all the way through the whole hour, John. There hasn't been more than a point or two in it. The whole. I think Meath were at one stage were 8 points to 5 up, but that was the biggest lead in the whole game. It's been tight all the way through, and it's gone right down to the wire. And I think the next score could win this.
Yeah, look, it's been hugely tight, a hugely exciting game, a hugely enjoyable game. The skill levels, the fitness levels from both teams, it's a joy to watch. You know, like we all say, watching Kilkenny and Carl, or not Kilkenny and Galway, and the Tipperaries of the world. But like when you see two counties like that put as much hurl into hurling as all of the counties I just mentioned there, and see what the value they're given here for money, it's absolutely unbelievable. And a credit to all concerned from both counties.
Meath preparing a sub. They were just in case Peter Connolly couldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think young Connolly is okay to resume.
It's a important ball.
Dangerous ball right in now. Who's going to be the brave man? Harry comes in with a strong stick, breaks it down. Peter just recovered from the injury, keeps it alive long enough for Owen Graham to get it to a stick. Plays it on to Joey. Joey has a little look, plays a nice ball into the forwards. It's Dennis Darby. Can Dennis get on it? He's going to win a sideline ball. He flicked the ball in. The down defender had no option really to stand strong, and it deflected off his legs. Now we have a chance. Who's going over to take this? Is it Bias or is Joey going over?
I think Bias is going to stand over. I think Harry Cottrell did wonderful there. The ball high in among 5 or 6 players. He got his block on it, broke it out to Owen Graham, who gave a great ball down into the forwards. Great bit of play. We have 32 minutes here playing in Park Tolton. Teams are level. Are we going to extra time?
Ryan Bias, the sideline ball right over the far sideline. What a ball it is! Dangerous ball around the goals.
What a point by Ryan Bias!
I hope it picked it up. I didn't say straight over the bar, lads. So I hope it picked
what
it up.
a point by Ryan Bias! If Joe Canny scored that, or TJ Reid or any of them boys.
We're 2 minutes into time. Oisin Coulter plays the ball out. Can Connolly get there? For me, he does. The ball breaks inside. The down are going to have a chance. It's Michael Dorian. Can Joey get the block? It's going to drop dangerously into the goals. The Invaders man. Caldwell has it. Go with the goal.
I don't believe it.
Heartbreak for me. Heartbreak for me. The goal machine. Francis Caldwell with a sensational goal. Sensational goal. Well, now that puts 114 to 15 points. 2.5 minutes injury time. It's all or nothing now for me. We need a goal. I don't think there'll be time enough for 2 points here to tie this matchup. Jack Maher gets the ball, breaks it. Ryan Bias. We thought he'd won it with that great sideline ball. He's on his knees. There's still 3 or 4 down men there fighting for every ball. They've been very strong, in fairness to them. The ball has worked too. Justin is the ball. The Meath captain gets the ball. Turns onto his left. But the ball is half blocked, half in and down, clear the line, have the numbers. The referee is there, he hasn't blown the whistle yet. Another long ball into the square. It drops dangerously. Evan Coyle underneath it. That man's got it. Evan does well.
Evan has it,
Evan Cole comes out, plays the high ball in, but there's 3 or 4 down lads here. And it's going to drop. And the ball drops down. And it's young Darby there, trying to get his pick. Can't manage it. Gets it a second or third attempt. The ball is flicked in towards Rory Fagan, but the strong down lads, there's a down man down hurting the full forward line. The referee is allowing play to continue. I don't think he's seen it. The down men have been strong, and that's it. Overcarried. Right. And he's 11 Meath. One more chance here. They're going to get a free inside and a bit of mouthing, and the ball has been brought forward to the 65 line. Joey in a hurry here to take this free.
Let Justin Coyne in, Justin Coyne in the square. Make room, lads, and drop it in. That's what you have to do. Joey has to drop this in, and the minute it drops, pull, boys.
This is Trim versus Kildalkey all over again here in the championship semi-final earlier in the summer. The same end of the field. Joey dropped it.
Eyebrow. Joey Cole.
Cully out, no, it's Coyne out in front, but the down men are just 5 down men around the ball. The ball comes up. Darby has the ball. He's way away from the goal. Dangerous ball in, and it's gone to the left-hand side and gone wide. And I fear that maybe Meath's chance gone.
Yeah,
and it is. The referee blows the whistle, and down with a tight game, winning with the last score of the game, and a score of 114 to 15 points. The Meath players dropped to their knees in absolute disappointment and heartache. But Down stuck at it, John. We mentioned a couple of things. We said that we thought they weren't converting on the scoreboard, well, one thing. And secondly, you pointed out that they were going to play that long ball in the second half, and it was the 34th minute before one clicked, and it dropped to the goal machine, Francis Caldwell, who turned and put an unstoppable shot past young Jack Fagan in the goal. So heartbreak for Meath.
Yeah, I suppose like when you look at it, probably only a couple of goal chances in the game, and that was one of them, and it was put away after an absolutely fabulous point from by far There's on the stands on the terrace side from Ryan Boyce, who cut it over the black spot. Larry McEndy did call it. He said he's putting this straight over the bar. The puck out came, a long puck out, one but inside line, and it broke. And young Fagan, Jack Fagan, couldn't do anything about it. He spread himself, but it just went to his right and into net. Heartbreak for Meath after an absolutely, we have to say it, lads, an absolutely wonderful game of hurling. Commitment, speed, skill, from both teams, it has to be commended. And the work that, as I said, that these two counties are putting in hurling is impressive and important. Down were beaten in the Christie Ring final, but they were promoted to the Joe McDonagh. So these two county teams at senior level could meet in the Joe McDonagh Cup later on in May. The fixtures have just been produced. They're splitting the Joe McDonagh Cup into two groups of three, and semi-finals and finals. So look, heartbreak here for Meath. I suppose Santi coming next week, next Friday might brighten them up a little bit. But an absolutely fabulous game of hurling, and a credit to both counties, as I said. Larry.
Yeah, lads, an absolute heartbreak for the Meath lads there, against that wind in the second half, and they played their hearts out, and they hurled, and the substitute young Cully that came in made a huge difference in there, and they went ahead, and they, and that sideline cut, like Joe Canning would have been, just would have been proud of that one. And you'd say, look at Meath have it now, but at least that point up, we didn't see a goal coming. There wasn't that many goal opportunities. But down in fairness, we did say they brought in a fella, big strong lad. They dropped him into full forward, maybe 6 or 7 minutes to go. He obviously was in there to muscle things up a bit. The ball broke down and it was stuck into the net. And Down, you can't say stole the game at the end, but maybe they did, yeah. Maybe it was petty theft, shall we say, rather than. But congratulations to Down. Hard luck to Meath. At the end there, maybe look at get more lads back behind the ball and just smother them out.
You did mention there, not sure off camera there or off air, that maybe bringing in young Dunnigan, the big strong lad in the full forward, and we could have done the same ourselves. We definitely need him for that last ball.
Yes, somebody like that to just get up there with that hand and not prepared to put up the paw and win it. Down did it. It paid off. Meath didn't, but look, you can't fault the sideline, you can't fault the players, you can't fault anybody. They give it everything, and in the second half, when Down with a strong wind, you thought, well, they could win 4, 5, 6 points, but Meath were just as good as them, and it was a terrific game of hurling.
It was a fantastic game of hurling, and the presentation is taking place just here in front of us.
Just
go through the formalities.
Just a small shout out there for Tony Malay, for Owen, Patsy, and Gary, who from Gorey and County Wexford, good old friends of mine, great hurling people. The Down captain is showing the cup now. The Down captain has to leave the cup there now, unfortunately. Tom McGrattan, another name, Down name, synonymous with Down hurling. Unfortunately, the young man has to leave the cup there now. That's the new rules during this terrible COVID pandemic we're living at the moment. But just coming back there to Tony, Tony was a rugby man, and I had the task of teaching these young lads how to play hurling, and they're now inter-county stars with Wexford. Come on, Tony.
So we just stay with these pictures here as Tom McGrattan proudly holding the cup there. Down the photographers around him, the press photographers around him, encouraging him to hold the cup up. His teammates waiting on the pitch. As I say, those scenes of joy and lads jumping all around the place in the stand are just not allowed at the moment. But back to the point you made there, Larry, I think I don't think we could say that Down stole the game. I think it was nip and tuck all the way through. It was whoever got the lucky break was going to, we said it was going to be a lucky break that was going to win it. We thought the lucky break was Ryan Bias's sideline ball, but in fairness, Down kept at it, and they stuck to the game plan, and they kept playing the ball into the forwards, and they got the break, and Francis Caldwell turned, and it was a fine finish.
A great finish, yeah. Look, it was always going to be one of those games, from say early in the second half that one goal was going to win the game, and I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it did turn out that way. I just see the Down. It's a very subdued celebration, I know, and it's terrible, but this are the times we live in, and in fairness to the Down team and their mentors, they're respecting the whole guidelines, the government guidelines and GA guidelines by you know, they're not jumping on top of each other or hugging or kissing or caressing or whatever they do. They're respecting it, having a team photograph taken, which is, you know, a just reward for their efforts here today. So, you know, like, hard luck to Meath and well done to Down.
Well, that's where we're going to leave it here now, folks. We're going to let everybody go off and maybe watch the ladies, the Meath ladies. Hopefully they can get across the line today after a couple of years of heartbreak. Larry, you want to say a final word?
Yeah, just final word. I thought the man that came in for Paddy Barnwell, young O'Gorman, was absolutely outstanding in the game today. And Ryan Bias, I thought, did massive stuff as well. You know, so like. I can't read that. Driving in glasses. Matthew Cully came in the forward, you know, with Chris O'Corman and say Ryan Bias as well. But look at every Meath hurler did the superb stuff. But I thought they were exceptionally good today.
And just a final word here, just thanks to Colm for all the technical thing there and allowing us, myself and John from Reds TV to hijack your commentary microphone, Colm, so appreciate that. And Larry on camera, John on...
Larry from the home of Meath hurling.
Larry from the home of Meath hurling, and John here on co-commentary. And we're going to wrap it up there and wish everybody a happy and safe Christmas, and we look forward to bringing you many more games for, you know, both county and inter-county games next year.
Portaferry, yeah.
And so we leave it there, and thanks very much.
I think